Commander Davis, and today I'm going to show you around my games room. Space is limited because as well as being my games room, it's also my office and a spare room in the house, so I need to try and fit everything on one desk. This side of the desk is my office. It also doubles as a video editing suite and a recording studio, which is why there is acoustic foam up against the walls. The gaming PC perches on the other side of the desk, and we fight for space in the middle. The gaming rig itself is in a Cosmos 2 case, which is too tall, too deep, and too fat to actually go under my desk, so it sits on the side. Despite its size and its cost, which is more than some entry-level PCs, I absolutely love this case, and it's a real shame it can't go on the desk. I'm in a little bit of a minority insofar as I'm left-handed, and I absolutely hate mechanical keyboards. I much prefer the low-profile chiclet keyboards, which is why I've got this Deathstalker Ultimate. It also has the advantage of having OLED keycaps that can be programmed with any image you like. However, I spend most of my life with these, my hands-on throttle and stick. I've had these for something like a decade, and they're still going strong. Of course, where possible, I've also got my Vive stuck to my face, and this makes for really immersive gameplay. My mic's been upgraded to a professional one, and this can be used on either machine, and it's on an arm so it can swing between both of them. The limited space is a real issue when it comes to room scale VR, and the wooden floor can actually be quite uncomfortable with long periods of playing. When I do set up for room scale, I lay down a mat to make the floor more comfortable and to demarcate the area. I've got about 1.8 by 2 meters to play in, which is enough for room scale, but I'm in danger of whacking into things when I'm waving the controllers around, especially near the desk, so I need to be quite careful. Unsurprisingly, cabling for this lot is a complete rat's nest. I've rack mounted most of my comms gear, but it's not a 19-inch rack, it's a shoe rack. I've tried to tame the bundle of cables coming out of the gaming rig with Velcro cable ties, but as you can see they very quickly need to go in all different kinds of directions, and it makes it impossible to really tame the cable monster. It also makes it an absolute pig to clean, hence the dust bunnies. I do try and use the built-in cable management on my desk, and relatively successful next to my PC, although the Vive breakout box does keep falling out of the little slot it's in. However, if you look, it's relatively neat on this side. The other side, however, completely different story. I've got cables everywhere because they're all the wrong size, they don't fit. I've got cables from old installations that are no longer used, and it really is a mess. I have to be quite careful with my feet. The shoe rack helps to hide some of the cables. I push a hole over those underneath it, but under there is another mess, and I just tend to ignore it and pretend it's not there. So, there you go. My games room, my office, the spare room. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little video, and it gives you an idea of where it is I'm working. I'm hoping to get some video lights so that lighting's better and the videos are less grainy. I'm also trying to get a green screen to go behind here. However, there's a bed just here, and that's going to make life a little difficult. I've got the material, I've got the stands, I just need to work out how to cut it down to size, and then maybe you'll see my head down in the bottom of games. Anyway, until next time, I'm Commander Davis. Cheers.